In this lecture, we will do some question of 15.3 more. I will paste the questions. So there are some problems. So in the sixth question, there all limits are given, right? First quadrant means that if there is coordinate axis mean the limits of the coordinate axis are x-axis as y is equals to 0. If this is written in your problem that the limit involve coordinate axis, it means x0 and y0 is a part of the limits, right? So they have given four limits. Question number 6, y is equals to natural log of x, y is equals to 2 natural log of x is equals to exponential, and the first quadrant. This means that x is equals to 0 is involved in the first quadrant, right? So first quadrant means any axis is involved, and from the question, because y is have two limits, they are not x's, so the remaining is the x0 in this case. So these are the four limits. Now I will write the integral. It's 0 to e. Now which one is greater? Definitely natural log of x is smaller, and 2 natural log of x 2 times is greater. So the divide dx, this is the integral, right? So you have to write dA in question number 6. Now we talk about question number 7. We have given two limits of x. So how can we find the remaining limits? So the two limits, we are doing missing limits method. If x is given to y square and x2 is given to 2y minus y square, I will compare this, right? x1 is equals to x2, y square is 2y minus y square. So I will shift this here. Y square plus y square minus 2y is equals to 0. 2y square minus 2y is equals to 0. So it is 2. I take 2y common. So y value is 0 and y is equals to 1. So these are the missing limits, right? So the integral become, so we have four limits. We move further. According to questions, the first limit is x1 is y square. The second limit is 2y minus y square. The y is 0 and the y is 1. Now I have to write from 0 to 1, which one is bigger, y square or 2y minus y square? So I can take 1 by 2 between 0 and 1. Y is equals to 1 by 2. It become 1 by 4. It become 1 minus 1 by 4. It is some 3 minus 1 by 4. It become 2 by 4. It is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is greater and 1 by 4 is smaller. So y square come here and 2y minus y square come here. And this is the function. So this is the question number 7. Now we will discuss the 8th question. You have limit x1 is equals to y square minus 1 and x2 is equals to 2y square minus 2. So the missing limit mean take point of intersection, compare them. So y square minus 1 is equals to 2y square minus 2. We solve this equation. It became y square minus 1 minus 2y square plus 2 is equals to 0. So this is called minus y square and plus 1 is equals to 0. I take minus common. Y square minus 1 is 0. And we get y square is equals to 1 So y is, I take the under root, it become plus minus 1. So the y limit is from minus 1 to 1, right? So the set of limit become x1 is equals to y square minus 1, x2 is equals to y square minus 2, and y is between minus 1 and 1. So I take y is equals to 0 between them and put here and become minus 1 and it become minus 2. So minus 1 is greater, minus 2 is smaller. So this is the upper limit and this is the lower limit. Now I make the integral. Y is from minus 1 to 1 and this is the upper integral and this is the lower integral. This is dx dy. So these are 3 questions. So the method is just compare the limits and solve the function and get the limits and take constant limit between the boundaries, any number, like from minus 1 to 1, I take y 0 and put in the function. Those function which has numerical high value are upper limit and those who have lower limit are the lower limits, right? Thank you.